Thomas More once said that education is not the piling on of learning information, data, facts, skills, or abilities. That's training or instruction, but is rather making visible what is hidden as a seed. In Monta Vista High School, we are overwhelmed by numbers and letters. We have the skills to succeed, yet unfortunately, we lack the ability to appreciate our surroundings. We all just need to stop and smell the roses. Literally. With this in mind, we decided to create an idea that would help the students of Monta Vista High School be more appreciative of their environment by starting a garden. The garden will help the student community bond as students will work together to build the garden. Students' education will also be benefited because the garden can be incorporated into the curriculum of classes such as art, woodshop, biology, and chemistry. The everyday gardens you see generally take place in someone's backyard or in a big area, since plants need space to grow. However, at Monta Vista High School, the size is very limited, and having to manually water or take care of the garden is an extensive process. Luckily, there is another option that would work perfectly in our school, a vertical garden. This garden, unlike a normal garden, is very efficient and compact. Vertical gardens maximize the amount of product made with the little space provided because of its three-dimensional feature. With less space being used, more vertical gardens can be created, thus increasing the amount of plants grown. This type of garden is not only easier to maintain, but also takes up less space, minimizes water consumption, and increases yields per unit space. However, with the vertical garden that we will be having, it is not just any vertical garden. We will be implementing an aquaponics system into the garden, the combination of aquaculture and hydroponics. It is a never-ending cycle. The water in the pond and the waste produced by the fish will be filtered in a separate filtering tank and then run through a tube that connects to the plants. The plants then provide a naturally filtered water for the fish to thrive in. In this way, both the production of plants as well as the health and environment of the fish will be benefited. As for the financial aspect of creating and maintaining this garden, compared to an average garden, its costs are much less. Since the vertical gardens take up less space and uses less water, the costs are reduced. The students seem to enjoy many different types of fruits and vegetables, but some popular choices included tomatoes, cucumbers, strawberries, and carrots. This result helped us determine the most popular fruits and vegetables that will be incorporated in our garden so that the students will be able to enjoy it as much as possible. 78% of students said that they would enjoy having a garden on campus and that it would benefit Monta Vista. In order to maintain the garden, Mr. Goldenkrantz, the AP Environmental Science and Biology teacher, will have a club that will consistently help tend and plant the seeds in the garden. Over summer, this group will be expected to help as well. Teachers that live locally to the garden will also be asked to volunteer their time to supervise and help out in the garden. The absence of students at school over summer will open up opportunities for volunteers to learn more about nutrition and the different fruits and vegetables. From our survey, 37% of students said that eating healthy isn't a priority in their life, and this could change that by providing an organic option. Mr. Goldenkrantz also agrees with this idea and expresses his thoughts in this interview.
We're not going to be able to provide the kind of volume that a cafeteria needs to support 2,500 students. But even a little bit, if we send over a basket of corn or some herbs or something like that, and a little bit of it goes into the food that they're producing, kids will realize that when young people see that connection and they know that they've had a little bit of a part in the production, that they get emotionally a lot closer to the food, they eat healthier, they have more respect, they throw less out, they make less of a mess, and so it tends to have a lot of social benefits that start to resonate.
The garden will not only help educate the students outside the classroom, but inside as well. Classes such as chemistry can incorporate the garden while learning about such things as pH levels and different acids and bases used in the soil. Biology classes can use the plants in their cell unit to learn about photosynthesis, cellular respiration, and other processes that plants undergo. Art and woodshop classes could even create a plant-inspired project. Even if many classes don't use the garden, it is still a good place for students to come if they want to be in a tranquil and calm environment. Overall, this garden could have many positive benefits at Monta Vista. It will promote healthy eating and a good diet to students. It will provide a relaxing environment and give the students a break from their hectic schedules. It will give students a deeper understanding of what they're learning by seeing how it is involved in their everyday life. And most importantly, it will help the students appreciate the natural beauty of nature and give them a breath of fresh air rather than the smell of books. We want Monta Vista students to not only focus on school, but on the beauty of nature as well.